Good morning or afternoon, depending where you are. Um, this is Nicole Donnelly, and I'm here to talk to you about social media automation. You can see this is my Twitter account, and I've got some followers, some likes. Currently, in notifications, there's a few things going on here, and it's something you got to keep up on. When somebody mentions you, it's always polite to thank them. Um, LinkedIn, same thing. There's a bunch of notifications here. If somebody mentions me, I definitely want to respond there. Looks like I've got some new potential followers. Got to deal with that. And I should probably put an article up today. Facebook. Oh, it looks like we have a friend anniversary. And so I should acknowledge that. I've also likely have a pile of birthdays today. Um, and I should probably post something. But what should I post? You know what? I've already got it taken care of. And I will show you exactly what I do to kind of take care of all my properties online. All right, so this is the dashboard of my social media management tool that I use, Salty Waffle, and we're inside the Spring Seattle account. And Spring Seattle is an accelerator that is in Seattle. And it shows me that looks like I have 3 articles to go out today and 2 for the next week. And it shows which accounts they go out to when I mouse over, which is pretty handy. I can also view my full calendar and see, let's see. Oh, okay. So I see I've got 1 article planned out for quite a while. Um, and then I need to put in some more content here. Okay. So if I want to upload a bunch of content, this tool makes it super, super easy. And the reason we want to do this is because there's a couple things. Google rewards you for having consistent content over time. Um, and, this social media is definitely all contributing factors for SEO or search engine ranking. Um, let's see, I'm going to go to schedule and post. So I'm going to go to the bulk scheduler here. I can also do content syndication. So personally, I have it set up that what I post to Facebook posts automatically to Twitter. And there are some purists that would, turn their noses up at that. And I also know myself, I don't tweet so much, and I write my Facebook posts like a tweet. So I include hashtags in them and I write them really short. And so then I get a bunch of content automated to Twitter. And I've been growing my Twitter following consistently by simply automating the posts to go to Twitter that I do on Facebook, because Facebook is where I spend most of the time. Um, and some people are more Twitter in nature, but I don't think you'd want to do the reverse. All right, so we go into the bulk scheduler, and I'm going to select a group, and you can name your groups whatever you want. Now, if I had a spreadsheet, a lot of companies still do this. They will have a spreadsheet with all of their posts, images, and everything already in there, and then they can just upload the spreadsheet to the bulk scheduler. I can also go to a social profile, like let's say I want to retweet everything that Seth Godin tweets. I can just go here, pull his Twitter feed, and repost it, and pick and choose the ones that I want. So right now I'm going to look up, let's see, what kind of information would you like to know about social media? A lot of times I schedule stuff from the Mashable feeds. Today I'm going to go to Forbes, and I know they have a social media feed. So let's see what they're talking about. Let's see. And so depending on your industry, you can find all of their different feeds. And Forbes is pretty dependable. Lifestyle is also kind of an interesting category. Let's see, lifestyle or social media. And leadership is an interesting one. They have a women and they have a social impact too that I like a lot. Um, let's do social media. Let's just stick to that one. We could put 10 different feeds in here, which is kind of cool. And it's going to pull up, well, we've got 29 articles today, all Nazis. And I don't really want to talk about that. Personally, I do not talk about political stuff on here. So even if it's an interesting article, I try not to do that. That's just me personally. Um, online dating, transparency, and you. Let's see, maybe not that. Okay, so this is an interesting one for my audience. What if your company asked people what they wanted to buy? Okay, so that'll probably be a good one. Imagine life without meteorologists. I don't know about that. College savings plans. This is the social media feed. So it is important that you look through and see that the articles are topics that sound like you'd want. And you can also just click on the links and read the articles if you want to. Some people will write detailed recaps on the articles, which is fine. I tend to get rid of that. I tend to keep it on here just because it's a Forbes source. I figure the article will be good. They're usually good with having kind of what you expect with the different titles. For social media, this does not look like the best group, but I'll get a few articles here. MailChimp. Need for speed, market acceleration. Emails, neo-Nazis. I don't want to write about that. Does the world need more flat tummy tea? That's probably a good one. It's really popular on Instagram. Patriots. Austin city limits without being there. That could be interesting. Tech stuff. Congressional leaders. That one looks interesting. Okay. So let's post down here. So I'm going to schedule these. I can add it to my queue, and here's my posting schedule. This is something I've set up already. It starts empty, and with this tool, it'll post at the optimal time. So it might not post at 8 o'clock exactly. Likely it won't. It'll be like 8:44 or 7:23. It'll be close, and it's based on when the article is most likely to get engagement. So we'll save that and keep my same posting schedule. And it shows you what the message is, and you can customize it for Twitter. I just keep it as is, and I'm going to schedule. So I've added it to my queue, and now to schedule the rest of these items to my queue, all I have to do is hit schedule, and it says, oh, looks like you haven't scheduled some of the posts. I'll just add it to the queue. And now, notice this, I had 2, now I have 3. And if I look at my full calendar, it will put the articles in where there is the most space. So there's all of these. And if I want to divide these up, and maybe I just set this here and put this down here. And actually, Austin city limits is more relevant sooner. So I'm going to change that. But it's really cool because I can just drag and drop. And now I have automated content for quite some time. And these are interesting articles that I know my audience is going to like. And the other part of automations, I think we're going a little long here. The other part of automations I want to show you real quick is on Twitter, when somebody retweets me, I favorite a retweet. If someone mentions me, I favorite a mention. And if somebody follows me, I say at so-and-so, thanks for the follow. There are some Facebook automations in here as well. And you can see on Twitter, I could choose a bunch of different options, but I choose the ones that are how I personally would interact with people. And there are the purists who don't believe in this kind of automation. And also, I'm a realist where I know how much time I'm going to spend on this, and I know I'm going to neglect some aspects of these social networks. And so I automate things as much as it makes sense to do for that is authentically what I would do. So if somebody reviews one of my Facebook pages that I manage, um, and the review is a 4 or 5, it'll automatically like the review. If somebody comments and the system finds it to be positive, then it will like the comment that's on my business page. It will hide comments. If I set this one up, I actually don't have this set up to hide comments that contain undesired content. And undesired is defined as English profanity. And you can specify your own undesired content. So there are a bunch of different options. Foursquare or Swarm, there's some options. Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter. Um, there are a lot of different options for automations. There's a couple on Tumblr and a couple on YouTube as well. So that's pretty cool. Um, I wanted to keep this pretty short so we can get back to the Q&A live online. And I want to thank Nick for having me again. Here's a little sneak peek into how I manage social and do automations. And since I started doing this for my own personal accounts, I think I started back in April because this tool, these possibilities didn't exist in one tool before, and now they do. So I started using it, and LinkedIn loves the content that comes from this source. And I've gained probably 1,300 quality LinkedIn connections since I started doing this, and had a lot more views. And now I have one of the rockstar profiles on LinkedIn, or they call it All Star or something like that, because I've been posting regularly. And that has led to some good business connections. I think that's about it. I look forward to our conversation, and you can connect with me on LinkedIn. There I am. Facebook, me and my daughter again, Twitter, wherever you want to connect. I am there in some form or another. And yeah, I look forward to our chat. Talk to you soon. Bye.